Hey, I thought it would just be easier if I recorded this video, give you my feedback along the way. There was a couple things that came up as I looked at your sales page, but also as I looked and I found your ads as well. So let me just start with the ads because I think it's going to be similar comments as I look at the sales page as well. I think one of the main things is you're putting the focus on this side hustle, and that's actually not what your prospects want. They want all the benefits that come with the side hustle, that income, that ability to pay down debt, the financial freedom, maybe some freedom of their own. So again, maybe some flexibility around hours. For some of them, they might be wanting to replace their full-time job. So like, to give you a little bit more of my background, how I became a copywriter is I started with a side hustle around Facebook ads, and I joined a program, which I'll show you in just a second, because I think their sales page is a good model to kind of inspire your sales page as well, and talking about all the things that came out of that. So I started with the side hustle, got some income from that, and eventually it grew to becoming something that could become my full-time job. So for a lot of people, that's kind of the end goal. For other people, they just want maybe a few $1,000s, a few $100s on the side, maybe to pay down some debt, maybe to go on vacation, maybe to pay for student loans, whatever it is along the way. So in your ads, that's really what you have to focus on, is the benefits of that. And again, the metaphor that I use all the time is, my favorite place to go on vacation is New Zealand. But from the New York City area where I live, it takes 22 hours to get there. And what you're doing right now, putting that focus on the side hustle, is you're really focusing on that 22-hour flight, which for your prospects isn't what they're interested in. Like for me, it's getting to New Zealand and enjoying it and all that kind of stuff as well. So talk about like all the benefits, like already assume that they've been through your program and they're already enjoying your benefits. Like start giving them a visualization of what their life is going to look like, all those things that they're going to benefit from. Like, already, you've got a proven system, you got guarantees, everything else. Start to give them a visualization in your ads, but also in your sales page of all the benefits that they are going to be able to enjoy from doing this. That's really important. So we look at kind of this, and I think the other thing is that you're really depending on people knowing who Nick is, and you're running this to a cold audience on Facebook. And, I don't know who Nick is, and I think most of the people on Facebook don't know who Nick is. So I think you have to put in a little bit more detail. Again, you've got a graphic here, you've got a couple different lines. One suggestion would be for you, I think one of the things that you did really well is you put an actual client testimonial here. What I would do in the text is don't assume that people are going to watch this longer video, is put some of the highlights around her transformation. So, maybe started out with what was she struggling with before she joined Nick's program? And, then transition to all the benefits that she's enjoying now with all these different side hustles. And then you can start to tease out like, what's Nick's unique formula that makes all this possible? So again, instead of assuming that people are going to watch this long video, which again, people on Facebook are typically going to watch, 20 or 30 seconds of a video, put some, really grab their attention in the text to get them going in the right direction and potentially get that click along the way. Again, you just need a little bit more in terms of the text is just not enough in terms of that Facebook ad copy. I can actually give, if you want to, I can give you more specific advice around that. But my suggestion all the time is take those success stories that you've had and let's put them right in the text. And let's, especially those that kind of speak to the prospects that you're looking for, especially those that have some debt, maybe are looking to change jobs or maybe just some income on the side, and give a bunch of examples of your success stories who have built up businesses and never really thought before they joined Nick's program that they could ever do it, and how Nick provided the templates and the formula to get this up and running really quickly as well. So again, if we get down to the, just the copy right here, again, they don't really want that first sale. That first sale isn't they don't really want, like, again, for them, that first sale is just a first step. They really want that full grown business. You really have to put in your marketing that focus on, it's already happened. You've joined Nick's program. You've already built this side hustle. Give them that visualization of what they're looking for. And again, being more specific, like a first sale, if they build up a side hustle and they get that first sale, there's still going to be that fear that, okay, how do I get that second sale, third sale, that kind of thing. So we want to just give them a little bit further along in the process, get them that destination that they're looking for. So let's just go to the sales page, and it's going to be very similar comments in terms of what you have here. So at the top of the page right here, you have a lot of real estate. You have a lot of real estate that is kind of being wasted. So in terms of the graphic, again, they don't really know what Online Side Hustle Academy is yet. They're a cold audience. Same thing with Enroll Now. I wouldn't have an Enroll Now button right here at the top. I'd push that further down, introduce yourself, get them curious. The whole idea of this front space right here is to have some kind of headline that grabs their attention and gets them scrolling down the page. So again, if you have a video right here, it's just to catch their attention, get them scrolling down and hit this play button on the video. With this headline, there's just not enough there to really grab my attention. So there's not enough specifics around that. And again, it's really around, do you want to build something of your own? You're in the right place. Again, your prospects don't really want to build something of their own. That side hustle is not what they want. They want all the financial benefits, all the freedom that comes with that, maybe paying down their debt. They want all those benefits rather than the side hustle. So again, change the focus to that in one instance. And again, I'll go back to this Facebook side hustle course as an example, just to give you a different example. And again, this is a little bit easier because they're only selling that Facebook side hustle. They can be a little bit more specific, but you can see, follow our simple step-by-step plan for earning an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month, running Facebook ads for local businesses so you can pay off debt, save some extra money, and do things that you love. So you can see how in that headline statement, they gave a specific amount that you could potentially earn. So they're talking about actual hard dollars there. And again, around your academy, you might not be able to do that, but you can see all the other benefits that go along with that. Paying off debt, saving some extra money, doing the things that you love along the way. And then in the subline line, they kind of go to the fears that people have. You don't need to have any experience on your website. You only need 2 to 3 hours a week. And all you need is a couple free tools. If you're ready to finally get caught up in your financial situation and set up a better life, then keep reading. So again, this one's not an active launch right now. So just going to a free wait list. But I think that's the key thing, is really being more specific in your headline, really catching their attention, talking about the potential of this side hustle rather than just putting less of the focus on the side hustle and all the benefits around the side hustle. And then again, the video is very much about Nick. And again, anytime anybody comes to a sales page, the question that they're always asking is like, what's in it for me? So again, if you're going to include a video, I really like the fact that you put in video testimonials. That really is great. But those video testimonials, I would rather have talking about all the key benefits that they've been able to enjoy. Like, how has their life been transformed as a result of that? Again, like the financial freedom, the benefits, the money that they're getting in the door, the ability to pay down debt, all those kind of things I would put front and center in that video and make it less about Nick, because again, I don't know who Nick is, and most people that come to this page aren't going to know who Nick is. So again, it's all about speaking directly to that prospect and what the potential opportunity is, and get them scrolling down the page as much as possible. And then, as you go along with that, again, like the next thing I'd want to know is like, what is your unique formula for getting me there? What's those 3 or 4 steps that gets me up and running, and assume that I have no technology experience and things like that. And in some respects you do that. But one of the things that I would do, and even before introducing this Online Side Hustle Academy, is give me that 3 or 4 step process that is proven based on all your success stories and things like that, to get me from beginner to advanced. Like, actually show me those stepping stones so that I can actually see the end result. And again, the end result is not a side hustle being created. It's actually going through and assume that they already have a side hustle or multiple side hustles, and they're enjoying all the benefits of that. So really giving them that transparency along the way. And again, you don't have to give them the how it happens, but really what are each of those steps, so they can see it from a marketing perspective, from building a business perspective, and really speak to those people along the way. Again, going back to kind of this side hustle course, again, he kind of gets into a little bit more about a little bit further down the page. So you can see it's a little bit longer. It's much more text-based. The other thing as well is like one of the things that they do really well is, again, assume that nobody's ever heard of Nick. What they do is they introduce these two people. So like Mike Yonda and Bobby Hoyt are kind of the leaders of this program, and they give an introduction to who they are, what their story is all about, and how they took side hustles and made them their full-time hustles. So again, assume that nobody knows who Nick is. Like, let me build up what his story is and why he is, so well known within his industry. Talk about maybe, what experience does he have in side hustles and why is he really good at helping other people do it along the way. I think they do it really well within, just using text, but that's something that you could do within video as well. Instead of getting those introductions, it could be just Nick on video introducing himself, talking about his formula, talking a little bit more about his story, and then leading into some of those video testimonials along the way. I'm going to go a little bit further down. And this is kind of where they get into their 3-step process. So again, like 3 phases of making this side hustle work: learning how to set up a Facebook ad system. So that's number 1. How to find clients, number 2. And number 3 is getting those potential clients to say yes. So again, it's super simple, 1, 2, 3, but that's all people really care about. They want to just have that fill in the blank kind of easy roadmap to do it. Obviously, you guys are covering kind of across the board, not just doing Facebook, but across side hustles. But again, you can kind of use that as like, okay, how do I get this set up? How do I actually get paying clients, get in front of potential paying clients, and how do I get them to say yes, and kind of put it in your own unique formula for doing it. And then the thing that I loved here is they've got, again, like you probably have a bunch of different success stories. Put them on page, put the video testimonials on here. And again, ask them. I'll give you some guiding questions that I typically use for video testimonials, but it's all about their story. It's less about Nick and less about the Side Hustle Academy. It's more about how they started from nothing. They went through this academy, what they're able to do, and how their life has been transformed on the other side. So really use that as a potential, like I would definitely have that on the page somewhere where you're just having people talk about their stories and how their life was transformed. Again, you can put some text testimonials as they have here as well. So I'll link this page in there. But I think that's kind of the key thing is like assume that nobody knows anything about Nick. So on the page, make sure you introduce him, talk about, build up his credibility, what is his experience with side hustles and why is he the best coach for creating side hustles? What's his unique formula along the way? Steps 1, 2, and 3, give him the stepping stones into doing that. And this is not all about kind of like what's in the course. That's completely separate. This is all about having like a proven system for getting people all the way through. And then again, providing enough proof that, again, this has worked again and again and again for people all across the globe, across different industries, and they've been able to enjoy all these benefits, whether it's paying down debt, all those kind of things along the way. So I think those are kind of the things that stuck out to me as I looked at the ads and as I looked at your sales page. That might be the things missing between people showing up on your page and not signing up, is they just kind of have those question marks that haven't been answered in their own mind. And again, the side hustle is one of those things that has a lot of fear involved with it. So, just check that out. And I hope that's helpful. Any questions, feel free to let me know. And again, below this, I'll provide a few links in terms of that Facebook side hustle sales page as inspiration, but also that testimonial, video testimonial guide to hopefully help you add some of that proof to your sales page as well.